Hey, all you perfectionists. Or wait, maybe let me stop myself and say all of you people who are wondering where in the actual is this guy and what is up with no videos for a month plus, brah. All I can say is sorry. Anyway, on with the show. Welcome to the new manga series gift guide, or as it's commonly known as, a thinly veiled attempt to hide a top 10 new manga series for December. Cause you know me, when I'm lazy and making videos, it's gotta be a top 10. Woohoo, YouTuber life. I'm gonna take a look at mostly new series, a few one-shots or omnibus editions. This is kind of an effort to get you kids into some new stuff now that a lot of the longer running mainstream series have finally come to an end. Not looking at you, One Piece, but you go. So let's look at December buys for Christmas, and then also a little bit of cheeky use that leftover gift money for yourself gifting in January. Let's do this thing. First up, we've got something that shouldn't really need to mention because everyone's probably already got it. But this is finally the print version of Kaiju No.8 from Viz. I'll read the synopsis just in case you haven't been on planet Earth for like the last 6 months. Kafka wants to clean up Kaiju, but not literally. Will a sudden metamorphosis stand in the way of his dream? With the highest kaiju emergence rates in the world, Japan is no stranger to attack by deadly monsters. Enter the Japan Defense Force, a military organization tasked with the neutralization of kaiju. Kafka Hibino, a kaiju corpse cleanup man. That is a dream job, man. Wow. Has always dreamed of joining the force, but when he gets another shot at achieving his childhood dream, he undergoes an unexpected transformation. How can he fight kaiju now that he's become one himself? OMG. The next thing you might want to buy for yourself, a friend, a family member, whatever, is Rosen Blood, another brand new series from Viz Media. Rescued from a horrendous carriage accident, Stella becomes imperiled by her saviors, a group of impossibly gorgeous young men who thirst for her blood. So that's kind of a plus and a minus, but let's carry on. After a horrific carriage accident, Stella Violetta awakens in a gothic mansion to find that her saviors are gorgeous young men. The manor's residents let her stay as a maid. Wait, let her stay as a maid. That's not really a good thing. Anyway. But Stella soon realizes that their allure hides a savage thirst. Levi Ruin, if that's a name, Levi Ruin, honestly, Levi, like a pair of jeans and then like Ruin. Levi Ruin and the mysterious men who took Stella in have a bare kitchen and a moaning box in the storehouse. Can she survive the bloodlust? Or can she survive minimum wage as a maid? That should probably be the title, like minimum wage abducted maid blood from Viz Media. Coming soon. Yay! Okay, I'll tone down the sarcasm and the silliness and let's go for something a little bit more serious. Emma Dreams of Stars from Vertical Comics, which is the subprint of Kodansha. This is based on the true story of a former Michelin Guide inspector. And I love my cooking and my cooking shows, and this is probably Gordon Ramsay in full color manga is what I want it to be, but it's probably not as edgy. But anyway, let's check it out. Get a rare glimpse into the inner workings of the Michelin Guide and the grueling yet rewarding life of an undercover professional foodie. Originally published in France, this inspiring story brings us behind the scenes as we follow Emma, the first woman to be hired as a Michelin Guide inspector, on her adventures across France and abroad. This full-color manga will not only make your mouth water, but also encourage you to not give up on your dreams of being in full color and eating lots of food. Next up, for all you Netflix binging folks who have been watching Lupin, because that's how it's pronounced in France, I think, but I'm not French, so I probably got it wrong, but it's not Lupin, it's Lupin. Lupin the Third, Greatest Heist hardcover from Seven Seas. A curated hardcover collection featuring the world's greatest thief, Lupin the Third, in some of his best capers ever. Lupin the Third. If I have to say Lupin the Third once more time, I will probably shoot myself, but let's try it once again. Lupin the Third, Greatest Heists is Lupin the Third, Greatest Heists is a collection of 12 classic stories from throughout Lupin's history, taken from Monkey Punch's Lupin the Third and New Lupin the Third. Seriously, Lupin the Third. Okay. These stories have been fully retranslated in fact, and are collected in one volume for the first time. So if you're into classic manga, you've been watching Lupin, you want to get back in the mix, hey, here's a hardcover to put under that tree. Whoop whoop. Turning it down a bit and getting serious again, we have Robo, Sapiens, Tales of Tomorrow. This is an omnibus edition, kind of one-shot thing, award-winning and kind of arty-farty. I've heard some people say it's very pretentious and others have said it's awesome, so you choose, but let's read about it anyway. In this award-winning science fiction saga, enter a world where artificial intelligence is thriving and human culture is dying. In the future, robots are more than machines. Autonomous cyber persons with AI brains are now part of society, interacting with humans while developing their own culture. In fact, they may be surpassing humans, as biological Homo sapiens have begun to die out and give way to Robo sapiens. But are humans truly disappearing, or are robots becoming the newest form of humanity? This speculative fiction manga of interconnected stories was awarded the Division Grand Prize at the 2020 Japan Media Arts Festival. Now, something really to my taste is a new series from Seven Seas. This is The Country Without Humans. A hauntingly beautiful tale about the last human in a mechanical world. She is the only human left in a city inhabited by nothing but machines. As she flees through the eerie streets, hunted by the sinister triangle heads, she encounters a golem named Bulb. Can she survive long enough to form a friendship with this strange golem, and perhaps even discover what happened to her fellow humans? I kind of don't want to joke about this, because this is definitely my jam. It's kind of sci-fi fantasy and actually sounds super interesting and super cool, but when you talk about she, and if she is okay, and if she is going here, and she, I get a little bit confused whether it's the she we're talking about or she. Moving on to something a bit more lighthearted, and just to let you know, this is a short series of 2 volumes as far as I know. So if you're looking at picking something up, now as a gift to yourself or to a friend, they'll be able to pick up the 2nd volume and be done with it. So quick read. For cat fans and maid fans, let's find out about the splendid work of a monster maid from Yen Press. Sumire, a Nekomata phantom, has lost her beloved master. After wandering alone, she stumbles into a foreign demon world. Isekai warning, people, we're gonna have some isekai here. And we got cats and maids, so buckle in. Now Sumire serves under the president of a company, alongside an undead named Rose and an android named Ivy. In order to get back that certain someone, Sumire's splendid work begins. Talking about another world and dead things and all these things, let's look at The Detective Is Already Dead from Yen Press. When the story begins without its hero. Kimihiko Kimizuka has always been a magnet for trouble and intrigue. For as long as he can remember, he's been stumbling across murder scenes or receiving mysterious attaché cases to transport. When he met Siesta, was he having a siesta when he met Siesta, or is that joke just so bad I shouldn't have done it? Let's rewind and start the sentence again, why don't we? When he met Siesta, a brilliant detective fighting a secret war against an organization of pseudo-humans, he couldn't resist the call to become her assistant and join her on an epic journey across the world. Until a year ago, that is. Now he's returned to a life that is normal and tepid by comparison, knowing the adventure must be over. After all, the detective is already dead. Isekai warning, light novel title warning ahead. Let's do this thing. Why not? A new series from Yen Press, coming from a light novel in another world. This is The Hero Laughs While Walking the Path of Vengeance a Second Time. Kaito Uke. I don't know if I said that right, and I probably don't care. Kaito Uke was destined for greatness in his new world, landing himself the role of a hero and defeating the evil sorceress alongside a band of noble adventurers. When he's double-crossed though, and brutally murdered by his former allies, something inside him snaps. Death brings Kaito neither peace nor salvation. Rather, it instills in him a singular desire to squeeze the life out of his blasted betrayers in the cruelest manner possible. The strange twist of fate that gives him a second chance in the world, with all his memories intact, provides the perfect opportunity to do just that. Next, you have something to warm your heart and warm yourself next to your Christmas tree. That's right, this is none other than the ultra kawaii cat massage therapy from 7 Seas. A full-color manga about perfectly professional massage therapists. Fluffy cats who need your troubles away. Nekoyama, worn out after another long day at the office, stops at a therapeutic massage parlor, only to discover that it's run by a cat. Not only that, but the cat actually does the massaging? WTF! As the professional masseur digs soft toe beans into Nekoyama's aching muscles. Let's rewind that for a second. Soft toe beans. That does not sound good. I don't want anyone touching me with soft toe beans. His heart warms and his worries melt away. This is only the beginning, as he and the other world-weary workers are about to meet the other feline professionals who have mastered powerfully cute techniques to reduce human stress. Right, let's take a look at the month that is the biggest self-gifting month of the year. This is January gift money self-giving time, people, where you take all that excess cash or all those cashed gifts, all those Amazon gift vouchers or whatever you got, and you buy more manga than you should. And first up, to keep the isekai dream rolling, we have another long-ass title. That's right, this is the hero life of a self-proclaimed mediocre demon from Kodansha. Chrono Alcon, a young demon, traveled from his small village to study at a prestigious school connected to the Demon King's castle itself. Determined to keep his country bumpkin status a secret, he tries to keep a low profile, but when his groundbreaking performance in his first test attracts the attention of not only his gorgeous classmates, but the Demon King herself, Chrono realizes his dreams of a happy normal school life may die in the dungeons, just like him. Next up, if it's some lovey-doveyness and romance you're looking for in the new year, look no further than the new series from Kodansha, Lovesick Ellie. Eriko Ichimura spends her high school days in complete obscurity. Her sole hobby is staring at handsome, smooth-spoken Akira Omikun Omi and tweeting her daily fantasies under the screen name Lovesick Ellie. One fateful day, she accidentally bears witness to Omikun's true self. And if that weren't enough, he sees her mortifying Twitter feed too. Follow along with a plain, perverted girl, a two-faced boy, and their curious romance. So if games are more your thing, and some classics are your thing, and a mixture of the two, look no further than the new Pokémon series, Pokémon Adventures XY from Viz Media. Awesome Pokémon adventures inspired by the best-selling Pokémon X and Y video games. X was a Pokémon trainer child prodigy. He hated being in the spotlight, so he took to hiding in his room and avoiding everyone, including his best friend Y. But now, a surprise attack has brought X out of hiding. Now it's up to X to use the skills that made him champion to defeat the threat looming over Vanderville Town. I want to say Vanilla Town, but that would probably be too vanilla. And just like that joke. Okay. Last but certainly not least, we have my Isekai Life, because if I'm going to finish off probably my last-ish video of the year, definitely my last manga video of the year, it's going to be on an Isekai, people, because why not? I didn't even feel like typing out the full title, which is actually My Isekai Life. I gained a second character class and became the strongest sage in the world. Come on, light novel people, just get over the long title thing. I mean, hopefully in 5 years you'll get past this and then we'll go to super short titles. It'll just be My or Isekai or Life and we won't know what the hell it's about. But I guess that's better than a long-winded description that makes no sense like this long-winded intro. My Isekai Life from Square Enix. In this manga adaptation of the popular web novel series, an overworked wage slave finds himself transported to a fantasy world where he quickly becomes the strongest sage in the world, thanks to the help of an army of tame slimes. I'll tell you now, they had me at tame slimes, man. Come on, yo. Whether at the office or at home, corporate drone Yuji Sano works all the time. So when his home PC flashes a message about him being summoned to another world, Yuji restarts his machine, only to find out that his Windows XP installation deleted everything on his hard drive. And that's it. No, hang on, that can't be right. Yuji restarts his machine only to find that he's inadvertently accepted the summons. Now in a fantasy world, far removed from paperwork and computers, Yuji has just one thing on his mind: waking up from what he thinks is a dream and getting back to the mountain of work he left behind. This is depressing as crap. This just sounds like Japan on steroids, man. It's like, wait, I mean, transport another world, but all I want to do is get back to my crappy job that sucks my will to live to do more paperwork. Anyway, on that note, happy holidays! So yeah, as usual, thanks so much for watching. Leave a comment below with the stuff you're going to buy with all the money that you should have saved up to actually buy something else, but you're going to spend on manga and comics, etc. And have a happy holiday. And remember, stay perfect. See ya!